I love George. I don't see the right timing for it. They saying he wants to come back and fight Connor. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't really think that's yeah, it's gonna make a little bit of money, but it doesn't do anything for George, except make the money, I guess, if he really needs it. But I would like to see him come back and fight Anderson Silva. If Anderson actually comes back and doesn't play around, it's a very intriguing fight, and that would actually be bigger than the Conor McGregor fight to me. But I just don't think that the Conor fight is very sellable. I think he either comes back, he fights Anderson, or fight Tyrone, or I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick opponents for him right now. I think that's what his problem is too. I think that's why he's waiting on the comeback, because it's hard for him to pick the right opponent.
I think it's a bad idea. I don't know. I think he should just stay the way he was, and leave the legacy that he did leave, and maybe he wins and keeps winning. But I just feel like it was a good time to step out, and he left a good legacy, and he's Georges St-Pierre. But it is, until you're in the position and you're like your whole life is fighting and then you stop, it's probably depressing. It's not fun. Like, I can't imagine being able to stop when you're in your as good as he was.
I just love stories, and I love stars, and he's got a great story, and he's a big star. So I think pretty much whoever they put him in there with, people are going to want to see it. But, somebody mentioned that he just jumped right back in with Johnny Hendricks. I'd love to see that fight. Hendricks, may not be what he once was. Who knows what St. Pierre's like now. But at 185 pounds, that'd be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. He's a pioneer of the sport, These young bucks, it's a different game than when he left. The competition's different. So I'm interested in that. I want to see how he stacks up against the new era, because it's changed since he's left. So, but with that being said, it's going to bring a lot of spotlight to the sport. So that's even better. And I've always been a fan of St-Pierre. GSP, he's well-rounded, so that's pretty cool, man. I'll be looking forward to that return.
I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I guess we need a star for right now. We need someone to come in there and make the fans excited again. And I guess sorry, I'm getting called while we're talking. But I don't know, man. It's good for the sport. It's good for the sport of MMA. But as far as I'm ready for the new generation. I'm ready for the new stars. I'm ready for me to become a new star. I want, and that's what I care about. Like I appreciate all our vets. I appreciate all the legends. But it's time for you guys to hang it up and let us shine now. There's a lot of roster spots that are taken by legends. And don't get me wrong, you guys are legends, but we have a bunch of new killers, and I think the world's ready to see them. And I'm the UFC needs to show them off too. It would make sense for a welterweight. I don't think the Conor McGregor matchup would be anything like that. Fight could go either way. It could either go Conor hitting him and hurting him, or GSP taking him down and holding him the whole fight. So I'm not really excited about that fight. It'd be cool to see him fight, Wonder Boy, Woodley. Shoot, have him fight Cowboy, something like that. Yeah, or actually Diaz. Why not part 2? That'd be awesome. That's 2 legends going at it. That sounds fair. But as far as giving him a run for the belt, I'm just I don't think so.
Oh man, I watched GSP the whole time since I started MMA, and I've always respected how such good of a martial artist and fighter he is. So I'm really excited to see him back, even with all the there's a lot of new things going on in the UFC, all the showboat, trash talking. But GSP's humbleness I think that'll never change, and it's always fun to watch. I always like his hype up. I like to see him fight Anderson Silva because there was a lot of talks about that in the past, and I think that's right. I mean, even though Anderson's been active, he's definitely not the same Anderson as he was before, and that only makes it fair for GSP because it's been a 2-3 year layoff, and just make it happen. Mayweather and Pacquiao. Everybody knew that. I knew that wasn't going to be a great fight because they weren't in their prime. But this is kind of similar to that. You know, it's like everybody wants to see it anyway. So everybody wants to see Anderson and GSP anyway. So just make it happen.
It's good to have another big name. More exciting fights for the fans. I'm excited. I want to see who he's going to fight. You know, I'd be interested. I like to see him fight with Conor, but I like to see a lot of people fight Conor. But that'd be a good matchup, or a Nick Diaz rematch, or I don't know. There's a lot of good matchups, you know. So it's exciting. It's exciting for the fans. With Ronda gone now, bringing in another star.
I love St-Pierre. I can't wait for him to return. Super fight versus McGregor, I don't know, or versus Bisping. Either one, it's a very intriguing matchup, and I just think St-Pierre, he's just on another level with everyone else. He's just so intelligent, so gifted, such a great athlete, and I bet these 4 years have done him very good with injuries and training, and I just think he's going to come back even on another level than he was before and just start running through dudes. I think the money makes sense for McGregor, but I would like to see him fight Bisping.